Hello, welcome back. I'm going to do a very quick 5-minute meditation with you today, but before I started, I wanted to touch on a couple topics that I hear people talk about quite a bit, and it seems like maybe there's just a couple misconceptions, and if we can clear those up, maybe it'll make it an easier practice for you. One of the first things I hear all of the time is when people tell me that they can't meditate because they can't empty their mind. And my first reaction to that is then you are exactly the kind of person who should be meditating. And that's advice that I take for myself, which is because my brain is always going. This practice is necessary for me to do for my own mental health and my own well-being. But I also have come to realize through my training and through my own practice that Vipassana meditation, mindfulness meditation, doesn't require you to empty your mind. It's not asking you to do that. It's asking you to just be aware of what those thoughts are. Are you grasping onto some idea of what should be, as opposed to welcoming what actually is? Or are you rejecting something that is because you don't want it? And those are the types of thought patterns that mindfulness meditation is trying to help you recognize and then deal with. And deal with them by allowing them, by sitting with it and not fighting off the unwanted thought or clinging to something that isn't really true or isn't a reality. And so recognizing that you don't have to empty your mind, you just have to bring awareness to your thoughts is the first rule, kind of mindfulness meditation. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and it's going to be evident in this recording, is that we are all trying to practice now, likely with a house full of people. And in my case, they are young people and furry creatures. So you'll hear my dogs. You may hear my kids. You may hear the sound of a television in another room. You may hear people coming in and out of the front door. And learning how to deal with those distractions. So dealing with mental distractions of thought patterns, but also dealing with environmental distractions as you attempt to continue to practice with people home all the time. And maybe prior to this you had an opportunity to go to a meditation class or a meditation group, or you at least had pockets of time in your day where you were alone and undisturbed. And those opportunities might be less now, but that doesn't mean that you can't still learn how to practice and to deal with those various disruptions and distractions, and incorporate that into how you're practicing. Let that be a learning opportunity. And again, instead of rejecting that thought of, well, if I'm going to meditate, it should be quiet. Well, maybe it can't be quiet right now. Maybe that's not a possibility for you or for your environment. And so learning to let go of that expectation and just welcome into your auditory processing and into your environment the reality of this moment. And it might be loud. And I think that this is a really good learning opportunity, particularly for new meditators or for meditators who have had the luxury of quiet, undisturbed practice in the past. This is going to make your skill that much better. So hopefully that little intro was helpful to you. And so now I'm just going to use the timer function on Insight Timer to do this meditation. There will be a small chime that you should be able to hear at about 5 seconds. From the time I hit the timer, 5 seconds in, you'll hear a small chime, and that's going to tell us that it's time to start. And then the timer will go off in 5 minutes, and you'll hear a louder tone from a Tibetan bowl that will signal that it's time to be finished and to come back to the room. So take a comfortable seat wherever you are. If you're at your workstation, if you're on your couch or in your bed, I'm on my cushion on my floor in my living room. Maybe you're outside, maybe you're lying down. Really, whatever works for you is going to be totally acceptable. Just be comfortable, someplace that you can maintain a position for 5 minutes. Okay, so I've just hit the button. So you have about 4 seconds to settle in. Close your eyes and just start to bring awareness to the breath. Perhaps it's where the cool touch of air meets the nose. Perhaps it's the feeling of the air in the nostril itself. Or the rise and fall of the chest, or the expansion of the belly with each inhalation and exhalation. Wherever your awareness goes, wherever feels most comfortable for you to bring your awareness. But the breath is the central place of awareness. And I would encourage you, just because so many people are experiencing stress and anxiety right now, I would encourage you to bring your attention, if you can, to the bottoms of your feet, to the soles of your feet. Feel the existence of the bottoms of your feet. And then slowly, just bring your awareness up through the ankle, the calves, both knees, both thighs, into the pelvis and the hips, into the torso, and palms of your hands, your wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, into the neck and the throat, all of the small muscles in the face. See if you can release the squinty muscles around your eyes. Maybe allow the corners of your mouth to just turn up slightly. Awareness through the back of the head to the top of the head. Just find places where there's tension or where the muscles might be clenched. Send some healing breath there and allow those places to relax. I see parallels in meditation that not only are we bringing awareness to the places where we might be grasping with our thoughts. We're working on letting go of those thoughts. And we can also be letting go of the places where we're holding tension in our bodies. Just provide that momentary relief, relaxation. And if you find that your thoughts are wandering away, that's okay. There's no judgment, no need to label that or have an attachment to it. Just let the thought go. I see you, and then let it go. Bring the awareness back to the breath, or back to another sensation point on the body. And at the sound of the bell, you can just gently open your eyes and come back to this space, come back to the room you're in. Congratulate yourself for taking this time for your own self-care and your own well-being. I hope that this meditation was beneficial to you and that it found you where you needed it to be on this day. I look forward to meditating with you again soon, and have a good rest of your day, a restful rest of your day, and take good care of yourself.